Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rule G Brewing. My name is Rapa. I'm the CEO and president, and this is Ed Reardon. He's our operations manager, and he's in charge of the day-to-day behind this bar, which is soon to be finished.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome.
We're here to answer some of the questions that some of you folks have posed to us, and there is quite a few, so we're going to take one each in turn and give you all the information that we have. Again, we're still in the process right now of building out. As you can see, we've come a long way in a brief amount of time. Rule G was just an idea 2 years ago. So we actually are ahead of schedule, but a little bit behind my schedule. So at this point in time, we're simply, we're
getting there.
We're getting there, and we're playing the cards that were dealt to us. So our first question that people have posed to us is, why establish a brewery? There's a couple different reasons. Number one, I like beer.
Of course.
All right, we love beer. Beer is good. Beer is evidence that God loves us and wants us to be happy. As far as a business, and we outlined this on our website, we've outlined this on our business plan. There's a good deal of revenue to be made in the craft brewing industry. The markup on craft beer, for example, if I've got a 5% alcohol brew right here, which it is, and I'm using a 16-ounce pour, we're bound to make about $7 or $8 per pour on that. And that's basically what the markup is. The markup's around 85%. Also, why open a brewery is specific. It would have to be specific to this area to answer that question. There's nothing in the Coconut Creek area that is like this. The closest microbrewery is a decent drive away down in Pompano. We know that Big Bear Brewing has been in business for a while, but they're more of an upscale restaurant with a brewery attached to it.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yep.
And we think that this is going to have fill a really good niche here in Coconut Creek.
Yeah, we're going to have a great impact on the neighborhood. We've already had positive feedback through our online presence, through people knocking on our door. I think we're going to be a great addition to the Coconut Creek neighborhood. So,
Absolutely.
Next question, we have why decide to go railroad themed? Well, we can go right off rip. We got Ralph Rapa here. He works for the railroad here. He has for many years. And then our brewmaster is a conductor for the railroad, Rex. So it just fits the theme and fits what we're all interested in.
Eddie's been a brakeman.
Yeah. So it all works out and fits with the rustic theme, and I think it's going to fit right into the Coconut Creek.
Rule G is the old school railroad rule for not being intoxicated on duty, which means you can't really have this with you, use this while you're on duty, be under its influence. It's a no-no.
All right, we got another question. What are some of the beer flavors we'll be serving? We're going to go, we'll have everything from IPAs to wheats, lagers. We're going to do our own hard seltzer. We'll do a lot of seasonals. Down here in Florida, we have a lot of fresh fruit that comes with seasonal, so we'll use a lot of that. Anything that you guys have great ideas, please send us emails. We're willing to take feedback from all of our customers. So, like I said, we'll be brewing all types of beers, though.
Absolutely. We're looking at about 6 stock beers to begin with. I think this is going to answer probably a
few of the questions.
Few of the questions here. I know number 5. Number 5 to skip down. What are some of the beer flavors you'll be serving? Well, again, as Ed mentioned here, the climate in South Florida is conducive to a cooler drinking beer, something that you could have 3 or 4 beers and not be completely bloated or satiated. You have to have like a lighter essence, a fruit essence to them.
Yes,
IPAs definitely are
fruity.
In.
Use local fruit.
Absolutely. And there will be seasonals. For example, we were looking at possibly doing a Märzen. This is a Märzen, which is an Oktoberfest style beer. It's an amber. It's a lager, but it's an amber. And traditionally in Germany, it's brewed in March, and it's laid up, lagered in caves or in cellars until Oktoberfest time. That would be a seasonal. That would be something we've been looking to do. To begin with, again, we're going to be testing the waters. We're going to be doing an extensive, what's the term? Soft opening, but like a focus group panel.
Yeah. We're gonna, like I said, we'll be getting feedback from friends, family, from the community.
Absolutely, and then we're not going to be open until we have a product worth opening with.
Of course.
Right, exactly. So hopefully that answers
Another
you.
question on the list, will we be serving food? Of course, we have a great full kitchen. We will be doing tapas. Our menu will be coming out soon. Everything from meat and cheese boards, pierogies, German potato salad, great bar food, snackable, shareable, probably a rotating menu. So yes, we will have a great kitchen.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. How many batches of beer will you make in a typical month? Well, we have a 4 by 10 barrel system that can produce 80 barrels per month. Now, our system is one where the fermenters also serve as bright tanks. Those of you familiar with the brewing process, a bright tank is where you store your beer that's ready to be either kegged off or put right into a pint. This system will have a general turnaround of about 4 weeks per style. And once we have one of the fermenters or bright tanks ready to go, we can start brewing a different style.
Yep.
If we have stock beers to start, which we will, particularly wheats and IPAs,
Yep.
we can have like a singular batch that we can go and do some of the fermenting with, and then we can add botanicals to that to make several different types of pours.
Yep.
We're going to have a 12 tap system. We anticipate in the beginning a minimum of 6 of our own, just to test the waters to see what will sell. We're also going to be doing a seltzer
Yep.
or
We'll
2.
be doing a hard seltzer.
Right? And then we're also looking at having some guest taps from local breweries. And one of the ones that I've approached is actually a cider works, and that's Broski Brothers. That's down in Pompano Beach. I spoke to their owner. We'd like to maybe do a reciprocal guest tap with them.
They have a delicious cider.
Absolutely.
It's a great to have on tap. It would be a great addition.
All right, another question is, how did we come up with some of the names of the different beers? Well, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag left, but we got a couple of names up our sleeve that have railroad connotations to them. One in mind is Reasonable Suspicion. We plan on having one called Reasonable Suspicion, and chances are it's going to be a higher alcohol by volume. We would like to do a red. This is an amber. We'd love to do a red and call it Kelsey's Nuts. And some of you guys on the railroad know what I'm talking about if a signal drops red on you. So we're also open to a couple of, if you guys have some interesting names. Chances are we may end up naming 1 or 2 after some of the folks that have gone before us. I mean, there's a couple of folks that I know of who passed on, railroad guys, to maybe commemorate that they were here and that they influenced us, and they're here in spirit. So we'll pour out one for those guys when the day comes. So.
Sure. Getting back to some other questions, is our brewery kid and dog friendly? Of course. Welcome all families. Bring your furry ones. Everybody's welcome as long as everybody is friendly with everybody. We welcome all. We want everybody from the local community to enjoy Rule G and for a long time.
Absolutely. And dovetailing off of that, someone had asked about, are you able to smoke? Now, what I did do as part of the licensing process, paid a little extra, and I have a tobacco license. Not to be smoking inside of here because of the zoning with regards to restaurants, but we do have a nice outside area that's undercover that we will sell some cigars here, a small stock of cigars.
Yeah.
You can bring your own. If you're a cigarette smoker, you're welcome to smoke outside. We'll have
ashtrays and seating for you outside. Yeah, but nothing in the brewery.
Nothing in the brewery.
All right. Getting back to another question. Live music. That's going to be another key focus point on Rule G, along with the beer. We're going to have a great little stage and do some small one-man bands, little 3-person bands. But yes, live music is going to be a main focus for us here. We know the community likes live music, and we hope to bring some local talent to the Rule G.
And you're also planning down the road at some contests, like maybe some...
Oh yeah, we're going to do everything. We have a great parking lot. We'll do cornhole tournaments. We're going to try to do some car shows here. Just connect with the local community and just show them that we want to be part of their community, and hopefully they take us in. So anything that we can do, local softball teams, all of that. We'd like to get our name out there and be part of the community here.
Absolutely. This is Coconut Creek's first and only microbrewery. So we're happy to be in the butterfly capital of the world. Some of the food that we're going to serve, Ed touched upon that. The one right after it kind of dovetails, and it's, will you have cake and other yummy desserts? Well, we will have something sweet on the menu.
Eventually, yeah, we'll get there. We're going to have a small tapas menu in the beginning. But if the crowd wants something sweet and yummy, I'm sure we can wiggle that into our menu. That shouldn't be an issue. So. Absolutely.
Absolutely. How long does it take to brew the different styles of beers? In general, with the system that we have, it's about a 4-week turnaround. From the time you begin to combine the ingredients until the time that you're able to pour it or keg it off. So most of the styles, most of the ones that don't require a lot of botanicals to them, from for the different styles, the lighter styles, about 4 weeks. Okay. So what we're looking at doing is for our first batches, we're going to be kegging off a certain amount, and then we'll be starting a different batch so that within 6 to 8 weeks time, we'll have enough to fill a 12 tap system. Yep. So we're looking at, in the beginning, about 6 stock beers, and chances are they're going to be lager. There's going to be IPAs. IPAs are very, very popular.
Hard seltzer in the beginning.
Hard seltzer, absolutely.
We're going to try to cater to all markets. So.
Absolutely. How is your brewery connected to the local area? Well, we get our water from Coconut Creek. That's one way that we're connected. We are in an awesome plaza. If you're familiar with the area, then you can just Google it on a map. We are on Lyons and West Hillsborough Boulevard in the West Creek Shopping Plaza. We are tied to a very popular shopping plaza that's anchored by a Publix grocery store, as well as a few other restaurants and a few other amenities. We've got, there's a tot lot down the street, a preschool. There's several women's stores, chiropractor, dog hospital, several restaurants, and the Publix is the key. Publix is prime territory, and there's a lot of visibility to this particular plaza.
A lot of good foot traffic.
Excellently, yes, absolutely. And then on top of it, some of the research that we did, a microbrewery will increase the foot traffic to whatever area it's placed in by about 30%. So our neighbors are happy we're coming in here. Our landlord is happy that we're here. We have an 80-seat capacity building. It's 2,900 square feet. Behind me is behind Ed and I, is where the brewing system, the tanks are going to be, our fermenters and bright tanks. They're approximately 9.5 feet tall and about 4 to 5 feet in diameter. Right behind us, behind this wall, we have our walk-in freezer or walk-in refrigerator. Our kitchen's right behind us. Those of you following along on social media or via our website, rulegbrewingcompany.com, you can take a look at the layout of the building and also the progress in the building process. So that's something that you can look at, and it's updated very frequently.
Yep.
When is opening day?
That's the biggest question
That's the biggest question there is. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we're actually ahead of the
curve, I guess you would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're making positive steps every day. I guess that's the only thing that we could say. We're hoping to be open in early June is what we're.
Ooh, more like July. More like early July, if all things remain equal. Right now, we're working with several investors that are coming in for equity investment, and we're working on getting that paperwork done. In addition, we have another crowdfunding campaign on mainvest.com that's accessible by way of our website. Right now, our current campaign is up to about 10,000. We'd like to raise about 60, and that would put us over the edge for getting the final build out. And again, we've come a long way in a short time, really. And once we hit that terminal velocity of getting that last chunk of change in, it's going to be very fast.
It's going to go quick. But we'll keep everybody updated on opening day. Check us out on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, please, everything. We like all your comments. If you want any merchandise, please check our website. We have glasses. We have great T-shirts. We have necklaces. We have all kinds of great stuff. So please check out our website. And like I said, we'll keep you updated on any new news. So we look forward to opening up to the community of Coconut Creek here.